In this video, you'll learn how to deal with the fear of being judged. I'm Augustus, and if you want to learn social skills, build lasting relationships, and grow your confidence, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So this is the first part of a 5-part video series to help you keep conversation going and be more interesting. The fear of being judged stops you from doing everything. It stops you from being yourself, so it gives you social anxiety, and you can't really build the relationships that you want to build. If you are having major fears holding you back, leave a comment down below and let me know what do you think is the worst thing that can happen. So here I'm going to give you 4 tips that has really helped me socially. The first tip is the only way to get through fear is through. You see that person that you really want to be friends with? Only way that you'll ever overcome your fear is by going there and talking to a person. Yes, it's extremely scary. Yes, everything might go wrong. Yes, you might get horribly rejected. But the only difference between the person that's confident and courageous versus the person that is scared is the fact that the person that's courageous is also scared, but the person is willing to take action and repeatedly go through fear. The person who is confident is willing to look fear right in the eye and say, guess what? You don't have control over me. And without this, I'm not really saying getting through fear is going to be easy, but if you want to get through fear, you have to slice through fear and cut right through it. The second tip that I have for you is you will make mistakes, so own them. One of the things that people really try hard to do is really reject and avoid part of them. I don't like my nose. I don't like my height. I feel unattractive. Man, there's just something wrong with me. But the one thing I feel like people keep overlooking is we are all still people. We will all make mistakes. And it's common to make mistakes. When you own your mistakes, there's nothing that other people can say about it. Yeah, let's take for example, let's say if I accidentally call someone stupid. Hey Tom, you're actually not as smart as I thought. Then I go up to the person and say, hey, I'm really sorry for offending you. You can see that at that moment, I owned up to my mistakes. And after that, how the person chooses to respond to me, if the person's frustrated or angry, that part is on them because I have accepted my mistakes already. If you own your mistakes and flaws, there's nothing that other people can say that will make you feel bad about yourself. Now the third tip that I have for you is like yourself more than other people's approval. I feel like we are trying so hard to feel accepted, to be part of a group, because sometimes we're being isolated for so long. We want other people's approval, but in order to get into a group, a community, you first have to value your own independence. You have to like yourself, your values, your own principles, your boundaries. You have to appreciate yourself as a person. So when you walk into that group, you have your own independence and you won't get walked over like a doormat. And people respect people who are independent and who appreciate and like themselves as a person. And if people laugh at you, let them laugh. You have no reason to be ashamed, and you can come back here and I will encourage you. Now the last tip that I have for you is feel the fear but take actions anyways. Nothing happens without action. Face it and go through it. Then when you land on the other side, you'll see that you have actually overcome fear at that moment. Sometimes it's not even about the results. It's about you being able to learn to handle fear yourself. You see, the more that you're able to feel that fear but take actions anyway, you're going to build a habit where you're able to overcome your fear at that moment. You have a practice of becoming a fear slicer. I think I just made that term up. But on a practical level, I want to give you guys something to help you with fear. The first one is the 5-second rule. Whenever you're overthinking of going over and talking to that one person, do it within the first 5 seconds. What this does is you basically cut off the fear cycle before it even has time to develop. You go over there and maybe things are awkward, maybe you get rejected, but that's okay because we all make mistakes. But the thing that you want to remember here is you have just gotten over your fear at that moment. Now the second tip that I have for you is practice meditation. I mean, this is not anything new, but it works. Meditation is practiced by some of the top CEOs, athletes, to really train their mind so that they have full control and bring themselves to the present. And I know that meditation doesn't really sound like anything revolutionary and you're literally doing almost nothing, but it really does work. When you practice 10 minutes a day, being able to focus on the present and not let your negative thoughts overtake you, to really immerse yourself in fear, that will really help you learn to control yourself and your mind. So those are the tips that I have for you this week. And if you don't want to miss any of these videos, hit that subscribe button. And remember, this is the first part of a 5-part series with more videos to come. Stay strong and stay healthy. And I know that meditation doesn't end. So those are the tips that I have for you. You have to like yourself. You have to like your own values. You have to... Wow.